Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Content and Coffee. I am Nikki Nash and I am your host for the show. And essentially, if you're new to watching Content and Coffee, every morning, Monday through Friday, unless a holiday or otherwise noted, I do about 15 to 20-minute talk around content and how you can really leverage content to grow your business and attract your dream clients, convert them, sign them up for whether it's your products or services, and really go from having a business where you're able to replace your full-time income from working for somebody full-time. So you're able to create a profitable and sustainable business through content. So, um, the theme for the last couple of weeks and really just this month is really around attracting your dream clients and really leveraging building a community and building an email list and things of that nature. So, last week we spoke a lot about email sequencing and how you can take your dream clients on a journey. And this week we've been speaking about lead magnets and how you really give some sort of free content in exchange for your dream client's email list. And then we also talked about yesterday creating lead pages, which is essentially that page where when you drive people to it, they're going, okay, you gave me a little snippet, I'm interested, I get to your lead page, and now I'm going, oh yeah, I totally relate to what you're saying. I've been trying to lose the first 5 pounds for months and not getting anywhere, or I struggle going every time I go to the grocery store to find food that really is healthy and affordable, or I hate doing my social media posts and it stresses me out and I'd really love to be able to do that. And so you kind of bring them in and say, oh yeah, I've totally been there with you, let me give you some tips and tricks and through this free guide. And so we talked about in an earlier video with lead magnets, that could be a lot of different things: a free checklist, a audio file, a e-course. It could be a mini e-course. Like, it could be a lot of different things that you're offering for free in exchange for the email address. And that landing page that we've called lead capture pages or lead pages is really that go-to place for your dream client to be able to kind of read what you're offering and then sign up and give them your email address in exchange for the lead magnet. And so we spent a bit of time about yesterday going through what lead pages are, some of the different platforms you can use. And today and tomorrow are really a two-part series around how you start to grow your email list. And I'd like to start it off with, if you build it, they won't come. And I've said this before, growing up, there were those movies or cartoons, and they would, playing off of the movies that would be like, if you build it, they will come. And that is just like so not the case when it comes to, creating lead pages. Just because you create a lead page doesn't mean that people are going to just like stumble upon it and there you go. So today I'm going to talk to you about a couple of ways to drive people to your lead page, and then we'll continue that tomorrow and going through a bigger list. But just for today, I just wanted to give you, 3 things that you could do today to start growing your email list and driving people to your lead page that are kind of simple, easy things that you could do pretty quickly. So the first, and I really have some love for this one, is that if you naturally have traffic coming to your website where people, maybe you're out networking or people hear about you from someplace or another, they may go to your website naturally first. And so what I think is masterful, and a lot of folks whose websites I love do this, is they put like a button at the top that's like free resources or free guide. And it's really just something that as people are going through your website, really at the top, looking at like the header, it's like, oh, you can get this for free. And often that free resources button can be placed, or reference to a free resource can be placed multiple places on your website. But if you have it in the menu straight there, then no matter what page somebody lands on, they'll see that you have a free offering. And that's just an awesome way to leverage traffic you're already getting to your website to convert some of those people. Now, what I like to do is that I have I use Lead Pages, which we talked about before, and Lead Pages has a lead box, which essentially is when somebody clicks on that button, a pop-up will come up and say, hey, here's like the free guide, give me your email and I'll send it out to you. And so that's just like a quick way to just go, okay, free resource, I'm already on the page, might as well get something for free. And what you can also do if you don't have, some sort of pop-up option is, as we discussed yesterday, if you're creating a lead page, one of the great things to do is just have, free resource or free guide or free checklist, or just free resources listed at the top of your page, your website, on that menu. And then when somebody clicks on that tab, it'll take them directly to your lead page. And so that's just one of the things that you could literally do today and start getting people that are already naturally coming to your website to click on that the free resource guide, so that you can start capturing their email address. So that is way number one. Another thing I like to do is really just leverage my social media. So if you have a following on Instagram or on Pinterest, those are two of my favorite. But on Instagram, the beauty of it is that you can have this beautiful photo and then really tell a story. And people are doing this more and more also on Facebook, where you're seeing these longer stories that are really saying like, hey, is this of interest to you in terms of where you want to be? Like, as I do this, you're here. Do you want to be here? I wanted to be here and I got here. And I'm going to tell you the steps that I used to get here. And the way I'm going to do that is through this free guide. And I may not get you here, but I'm going to at least get you here if you get this free guide. And so I really recommend you click this link in my bio and go check it out. And so you can really, in Instagram, use really cool photos to be able to do that. Sorry, Cass, I see you have a question. Do I think the pop-up is more effective than a static sign-up box? Yes, I do, and here is why. A static box on your website, this is going back to the earlier one, if you have a website and it just has the box up there, what'll typically happen is people see it and they'll go, yeah, whatever. And they're most likely not going to fill it out just because it's like, oh, you want something from me? But if you have like a little button that's just like, get something for free, people love free stuff. And it's almost like a mind trick. It's like, I want something free, and people will click on it. And then it's like, oh, okay, to get the free thing, I just fill this out. And so if people click the free button, they're already more likely to actually continue the process versus just seeing it and they're like, actually, I want to get to where I want to get to. So I absolutely recommend doing like a free resource button over just having a box at the top that's like, hey, if you want this, check it out, because you're really getting the engaged folks to fill it out by having them take that quick action first. And so I totally recommend that. And then that was recommendation number one. Recommendation number two is really around using your social media platform. So one of the things that you can do today is just really create a cool image using Canva, or just take a really awesome photo and describe what people can get in your copy, and really just have people go, okay, this is awesome. I want that free guide. I'm going to actually at least check it out and invest in it. And so you can use your Instagram account to absolutely promote your free guide. And even in the bio of your Instagram account, just have something that's like free resource and have the link and have like a bit.ly or something there, and really just have it listed, not just in the actual post, but in your bio as well, so that as people are like, ooh, what's your website? And they click on it, it automatically takes them to a page where they get something for free. So that's the second thing that you can absolutely do today, is leverage your Instagram account and drive people to your lead page. And the third, which I started to mention there, is really like Pinterest is amazing for traffic drivers. And what I like to do is on my Pinterest board is just have like one board that's dedicated to like nikkinash.co stuff. And the rest, you really just curate content from all over the place. But in that board, what you can do is really have everything in it linked to a different lead page. And if you've seen like those awesome graphics that are like 7 steps to attract your dream client or something like that I think is actually one of mine, but something along those lines. And you're like, oh yeah, I want those 7 steps. And then all you're doing is the person clicks and then they get to your lead page and they're like, oh, a free guide. And the more you have like really awesome pens that you can have folks click on to drive to your lead page, the better. And it's just like continuously curating content to build up your following, but then also put your own stuff in there. Like have a board dedicated to just people getting really awesome content and free resources from you. And so I absolutely recommend that on Pinterest. I'm going to throw in another one there. Another thing that I like doing is in your signature. How many emails do you send a day, especially for your business? Just in the signature, have like free resource and put that there, because while people may be emailing you directly for business type stuff, they may not actually be on your email list. And that's just another way for you to get the word out there that you offer these free resources through your lead magnet, and you're able to capture all of that through your lead page. So I just wanted to give you some really, really, really quick tips today for a couple of reasons. We're not going to spend a crazy amount of time today, but the beauty is that we're going to continue this conversation tomorrow. Sorry, I think the sneeze is coming on again. But tomorrow, we're going to continue talking about all the different ways that you can grow your email list and really drive people to your lead page to get that lead magnet, and then end up getting your email sequence, which is, you see how we like kind of reverse engineered everything for the last few days. So like that's the beauty of it. So today, what I would ask you do is go look on your website and create a button or something, or like just a menu item where it's just free resources, and have that click to an opt-in box so that people can go, oh my goodness, I want something for free, and then sign up for your email list using the traffic you're already getting. The other thing is absolutely put the free resources in the link on your Instagram account, and also you can put it in the link to your Pinterest account, which is the later tip, but post that in Instagram and in Pinterest. Do a couple of posts both on Instagram and Pinterest that have traffic driving back to your free resource, and change your email signature and just go, hey, like at the bottom of it, like awesome free resource for, women that want to attract their first dream client, something along those lines, and then have that in the mix. So if you can do those 3 things today, or really like 4, that would be amazing. And then you'll start over time seeing how it's driving more and more traffic to your lead page or lead capture page, or whatever it is you're using. So that is the gist of just today. We're going to continue the conversation tomorrow with some more awesome ways, both free and paid, to drive people to your email list. But again, like if you can grow your email list, you are ahead of the game with a lot of people that are just starting their business, because it's like tends to be an afterthought, and it's huge in terms of being able to continuously build relationships with your dream clients and also invite them to work with you. So that is what I have for today. I'm so excited to be here with you for these content and coffee chats, and I love you lots. Bye, guys.